Hey, everyone. How is everyone doing on this Sunday, a fun day? I'm kind of tired. Me and my wife just played some golf down in Clark, New Jersey, and on my way back, took the wrong fucking exit. That's what happened to her a while ago when she was down in Edison, and I think I took the same fucking wrong exit. And it took us 20 minutes more to get home. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm feeling cold. It wasn't cold. Uh, I have my hoodie on. Weather was nice. We played some good golf. I mean, it wasn't bad. You know, my wife, she had some great shots. I was okay. I was fucking okay. Because, this was like the hanging fucking clouds. We were like, oh, is it gonna rain? It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain, but it didn't rain. We got lucky. All right. So, yeah, here I am. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? In the land of the morning star. Whose song is that? Kansas? Uh, it's May 11th, and my wife is going to go down to Virginia for a few days. I'm gonna miss her. And what else is going on, huh? Has the world gone fucking mad? Is the war over? The fog of war, is that over? Please, we need more peace than fucking wars anywhere. All right. And yeah, I called my mother, I don't know. So it was Mother's Day as well on Sunday. In any case, so that's it. That's my podcast, everyone. I'll see you all next week. I don't know. I mean, do I sound really like fucking boring today? I'm sorry. I'm just tired. All right. And I know then at midnight, then I'll be like, my wife will be looking at me like, shouldn't you be like tired like you are now? I don't know, man. My brain and my fucking brain chemistry, electro, chemical, the whole fucking neurons, you know, are, that's why just like I have become an insomniac, it's like, dude, you have to fucking like calm your neurons down, all right? I don't want to go on and about my fucking anxiety and all that. But calmness, how do you bring calmness into your fucking mind, all right? If you are thinking about something that's going to happen tomorrow, because because my problem is that I think about like my work, right? And then I'll be like thinking about, and then I'm like, I don't like this project, this client, and they're a fucking pain. It's just goes on in my fucking mind all night, right? I don't want to see any of those fucking emails, you know, blaming me for this and that, right? And that's the calmness I'm talking about. I'm sorry, this the fucking battery is dying again. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna charge this laptop over here, over the hole. Over here is the hole. All right. So, yeah, it was a nice day, except fucking, cloudy. And then there was, the LPGA tour that happens here, right? The Mizu, that the Japanese bank sponsors LPGA. So either we were going to go to play golf, but I think we made the right decision. I mean, my wife wanted to play golf rather than watching those ladies, take fucking gazillion dollars home, and then we come back and it's like, what was there for me? You know, it used to happen here in our backyard at the Liberty Golf Course, but it just happened somewhere out in, what was it, Caldwell, or one of those, right? Like golf courses, which I don't fucking understand because we have the best views here, right? You can see downtown Manhattan. The statue is right in front of you, right? It's like, this golf course. Obviously, to play there, you have to what like you have what's the membership here? Like $250,000. I think my brother-in-law called him once. You know. Uh, what else is going on? This life, is it? Is it it? This is it? The experimentation of the alien, whatever, right? Simulation. And just imagine that there are these like mechanistic beings, right? I'm not talking about like self-dribbling basketballs that Terrence McKenna talks about in his like fucking monologues, right? At DMT round. But like the non-physical entities, right? I mean, they're non-physical because we are used to, matter and material and, touching things and, right? But everything is in our fucking mind, right? So the manifestation of the material or matter. What? Your weight is fine, princess. You walked a lot. She walks a lot. When we go to the golf course, right? Like I don't walk because I just take the fucking cart. All right. Then she's like, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. All right. Sometimes I have to just tell her, listen, you are slowing people down. Okay, just please get on the cart. All right. I understand she wants to walk. Yeah, no, I'm going to rent a cart. I'm not gonna walk. I have sciatica, princess. Sorry. No, no, I don't. I don't need to walk. All right. So, uh, the hell I was talking about, and oh yeah, so I went into that like fucking state of mind, right? Where the mind it's trying to actually, you know, find some answer. Well, not really find some answers, but as curious we humans are, our curiosity starts in our fucking head, I think. And then it pours itself out into, our endeavors, including, I hope, as I'm wearing a NASA fucking hood, right? That we're gonna have a base on the moon and and then Mars, and then what? Right? Then what is the question? Because we can't really, like, we're stuck here. All right. Uh, we're stuck here, but there are other ways, maybe that some advanced species on another planet, right, who are even like 200 years farther in their technology and in their, you know, space, like not space travel, because, yeah, maybe space travel, all right, in a way that they can actually circumvent distances, right? They can circumvent the distances through wormholes they create, right? Speaking of which, we have been watching this fucking show, right? It's just like a show, which is, if you've seen Lost, I think they try to make it like that. It's called La Brea. La Brea. All right. It's a science fiction show. It's interesting. We are watching we're watching the last fucking season. It's only 3 seasons. Last was what, like 7 seasons? And and it's an interesting show. It's about, without any spoiler alerts, but it's about like portals and how you can fucking come up with this technology, time machine, whatever the fuck it is, right? Where it takes you into different times, all right? But it doesn't take you to different planets. Same fucking planet. It can take you to some other like, cities and whatever the fuck, right? So if there's a more advanced species, much more than us, right? Because we only have like 200 years of progress, technological progress, all right? That they have actually come up with, those wormholes and those, portals. And they basically just, hey, here, we have to send you on a mission to this fucking planet, right? But how do they set the course? That's the question, right? I guess there's as science fictional as like, what is that, Star Trek? Like Star Trek was like something like that, right? Where you set the course and then you basically punch, right? The engines, right? And then you go into what is that term they use in fucking Star Trek? I'm losing my fucking mind. Like multiple speeds of fucking speed of light. What's that? Am I losing my fucking? What's that term they use? Uh, Oh my fucking God, I'm sorry. I apologize, all right? But I'll find it. So if they have that technology and they say, let's set a course, all right? And they have some like advanced sort of like telescopic technology or something which actually finds planets, right? I mean, we have a telescope out there, right, James Webb, and it can basically find planets. It can, you know, tell us, okay, so we have a planet here in this fucking area of the galaxy or whatever our surrounding, right? And so this is with other three, four other fucking planets which are revolving around their sun or maybe two suns, whatever the fuck, right? Two stars. And they say, all right, it seems like obviously they do their fucking homework, right? Just like we're trying to find exoplanets, and we have, I think scientists obviously use some sort of an equation, right? Oh, it has to be a certain distance from the fucking star, its star, right? And then it has to be a certain size, mass, right? And also its own fucking star's mass, and I think that's how they calculate, right? Whether there's life feasible there, right? Conducive, Goldilocks zone, all right? So then this advanced species, right, from that planet, which is actually 200 years ahead of us, or 300 years, let's say, all right? Let's then make let's them let's make them a little more advanced, all right? So they say, all right, let's punch the course. These are the coordinates, and let's get you out there. Obviously, these ships are going to be huge, right? And it's got to be like fucking cloaking devices, right? So that's why we can't see anything here, right? So in any case, so they say, all right, set the course, punch in the engine, right, or whatever. I mean, I'm trying to fucking use those terms from Star Trek, right? And then uh, Mach 7. No, not Mach 7. That's from fucking Tom Cruise's movie, right? Mach 10. Uh, what is his movie? Top Gun. Fuck this. What the fuck Star Trek uses? Jesus fucking Christ. Uh, so that's like three times, four times the speed of light, right? That's so okay. So set the course. Let's go with let me find out what's the speed? What is the term? What is the shit? What is the term Star Trek captains use to go into hyperspace? Warp drive, fucking warp drive, dude. All right, engage warp drive. All right, so warp drive. Fucking God. All right, that's it. So, all right, so warp drive means that you just basically zip through the fucking, space in a way that you can get to that planet, let's say in like 3 years. All right, and then you set the course, and then you get there, right? And is that how these fucking, if any species who is visiting us from another, what do you call, planet, right? Is that how they do it? Or they have, I don't know, I have no fucking idea. All right. I'm just saying. Because this is all we can think of, right? As humans. From our science fictional fucking movies. And I mean, yeah, science fiction movies actually some of them do show the future. All right. Uh Many of them are full of shit, but Some of the from home, um, they can predict. They do predict future, you know. So is that how actually they send their missions to like these planets like ours, right? And then somebody comes here, right, in their fucking ship with a crew of whatever, right? And then they basically, obviously, just like fucking Star Trek, right? I'm just sticking with the Star Trek technology, all right? So they bring their ship, it's hours above our fucking planet, right? You can't see it because it's in the fucking, what do you call, with the cloaking device, right? And then from there, they send, what the fuck do they do? Do they send the missions down to Earth from like upper atmosphere, whatever the fuck it is, right? Maybe they are not even atmosphere. They will probably like, they will park their fucking ships even away, right? So that us humans have no fucking clue or we don't get any like any some sort of alerts that, oh, by the way, something is in our fucking vicinity. We don't know what the fuck it is, right? But in any case, so they are in cloaking devices, but we can't even see it. And how do they actually bring their people or their, the alien whatever machines or whatever the fuck, their beings down here? How the fuck do they do that? Do they basically send another like a small ship, you know, and then they bring them down here? But then those gotta be also with the cloaking device. Then, but where do they fucking land them? Somebody was talking about, oh, you know what? They actually land them at the bottom of the fucking ocean because nobody goes down there. All right, or in the middle of fucking like really high mountains where nobody can get there, right? On a daily basis or whatever the fuck, right? And then they hide them or something, right? And so now they are on the planet. So what the fuck? Okay, so then what? Okay, so now they can basically just, let's say that they land their fucking underwater, their small ship, right? And they come up, and then what happens? They just mingle with us. Is that what it is? Is like they can, take the human forms. Is that how it is? I have no fucking idea. Or maybe they're just down there and just watching us. Or even, the big ship is up there, they're just watching us. But then they gotta have some sort of a fucking mission, right? Okay, what are you, oh, well, okay, so we're gonna study these humans. Okay, what's their technology? Like, where are they? How far? What kind of like fucking DNA and blah, 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 right? They have two eyes, you seem okay, all right, 2 ears, two eyes, okay, they have one fucking mouth. And biology based, right? No, they don't have any robots, whatever, right? And they basically they send those fucking reports back to their mothership, right? Not mothership, sir. Maybe the small ship to the mothership, and from there they send it back to their planet, right? Their fucking headquarters, all right? And then what's the eventual like? They just basically sort of like now we are under their fucking what do you call watch, right? Sort of, right? And then obviously they're gonna, like study, okay, religion, or okay, these people, this is what happened, or blah blah blah, right? Etc. Etc. Right? So then what they're gonna basically study us for like 100 years, 50 years, whatever the fuck it is, right? That's kind of a fucking boring mission. But then they're gonna come down here, right? They're gonna mingle with us, and they're gonna say, all right, you know what? Oh, you gotta go down there and talk to some humans and find out what the fuck's going on. Right? See what's the right? Is that like what people are saying that, oh, aliens are among us? I don't fucking idea. You know, this is my science fictional version of, some fucking movie. And they probably are not. I don't think they are interested in, uh, bringing their ship down and announcing themselves. If you are like a more advanced species, no, you don't fucking announce yourself. right? You just study. You just like, okay, so, here we go. I mean, just in case we blow ourselves up on our home planet or some shit happens, then we have this fucking planet Earth and we can basically just move our people there. I mean, this rock which has a, atmosphere and it has food and blah blah blah, right? Whatever, water and if you think about like other planets, right, within our universe, obviously they got to have something similar, right? Because they have to have atmosphere. I mean, they have to have the physical world, unless they have basically just downloaded their fucking brains into computers and they're not even walking around. Nobody's walking around on the fucking planet. It's like these fucking weird buildings and nobody's out there, not even a fucking dog or a cat, right? Okay, then if we do the reverse commute, right? And somebody from here goes to their fucking planet and somehow we get their technology, we become more advanced and go to their fucking planet, right? And they obviously, they let us in to their fucking civilization, right? And then you go down there like, what the fuck, dude? There's not nobody down here. So where's everybody, right? And then you realize that everything is just a fucking machine and not even a walking machine. I'm not talking about robots. Then you realize, oh, holy shit, so this is basically, so everything is inside a fucking computer. So everybody is basically living a virtual world, means that they don't need the physical bodies. Somehow they have, extracted their brain, their whatever, physical brains, not physical brains, but their technology, and they have created these machines, our replicas in machines, so they don't need to go to bathrooms, they don't need to go to the fucking kitchen and make fucking tea or like coffee or cooked chicken or, like fucking rice dinners, right? Whatever. So they don't need any of that physical bullshit. So they are just living in a virtual world, right? And then, where am I going with this? All right. Okay, so let me just finish my thought. All right, so then what happens? All right, so you go down there as a fucking human being, right? Walking around like a lunatic, and you're trying to find somebody you can talk to. And then finally you walk into a building, right? And it's like I think there will be like here like a wild donkey walking into an office building here, right? And there will be us on that fucking planet. We're like, oh, these fucking humans have fucking come here. We've been there like 300 years ago. So, and then they're going to start talking. They're going to introduce themselves to you, right? And you'll be like, where's everybody? What happened here? What, I mean, did the nuclear war happen or what the fuck? Did you guys just basically wipe each other out? Or was there a pandemic or some shit? And then they would explain it to you and we're like, what? So you basically just gave up on your bodies and you're just like, you don't want to like deal with it and what you are living in fucking eternity as a machine being, right? Inside the computers, right? So then you become so disappointed, but then they'll be like, listen, man, we've been there before, all right? We've been through what you are going through now. And then you come back here and then you let the whole fucking world know, okay, by the way, so in 100 years, that's what we're going to become. So let's just work towards that. I think that's what this is going to, I mean, the whole thing with the AI and all that, right? Why these fucking companies are building these huge fucking farms of like computer farms, right? Or whatever the fuck, right? I think that's what it is, right? Right now it's shopping and Amazon and fucking YouTube and all that. But down the road, if somehow we can download our memories and somehow we can just live in a virtual world, and that's it. I think that's the eventual like fucking. And once you are in the virtual world, you don't need anything as far as physical. But I had no fucking idea. I'm just babbling, dude. Oh my fucking God. All right, I'm sorry. All right. So that's okay. So that is not something that I just came up with. All right. I think Joe Rogan was talking about this, and this is also his theory that maybe at some point in time, these species, really advanced species, let's say 1,000 years advanced than us, more advanced than us. Why do you think that even bother to like, okay, we're going to explore other fucking planet? Why? Why? For what? Huh? What? So eventually, I think, they just become a rock and they don't want to bother with anyone. They just like, yeah, well, I think that's the end game of any civilization on any fucking planet in this universe. All right, that's it. I think it's the virtual world. And is that good or bad or like worse or is that well, I have no fucking idea. All right. But that's a possibility. All right. But I think before that we're gonna experiment a lot. All right. And that experimentation may go south, sideways. I have no fucking idea. All right, everyone, that's my podcast, and I want to spend some time with my wife, because tomorrow she's going and she's gone for like 3 days, 4 days. How many days? Hello? Huh? Oh yeah, she wants to run away. Uh, what else is going on? All right, sorry, I just babbled about shit that I think we all are interested in these topics, but these are just like science fiction topics. That's what it is. Just our imagination of whatever the fuck we can think of, right? When it comes to like other fucking beings and aliens and all that, right? But we got to basically, live our lives here the way what we are, right? In the best way possible, all right? Don't make too much fucking noise and just take it easy, all right? I'm just telling myself, all right? I'm not preaching to any other fucking choir. Uh, because that one night I go out and it just becomes, and then last night, I mean, not last night, last Friday night, the fucking Ubers have become worse here in Jersey City. I had to wait like hour and 20 minutes. I was just going up and down the fucking street, waiting, not like, oh, few more minutes, few more minutes, few more minutes, few more seconds, few more seconds. It's just like, dude, oh my fucking God. It was worse. In any case, so that's it. That's my podcast. I will talk to you all next week. I assume you all are having a great fucking Sunday. Happy Mothers. Call your mom. Is it too late? Maybe not. Call her next year.